Hello everyone and welcome to Geekonomics. This is my first video on tax. So what is a tax? The Investopedia describes a tax as a mandatory financial charge or levy imposed on individuals or corporations by a government entity. Taxes are used to finance government activities, public services and programs. They serve to raise revenue for government expenditures and regulate negative externalities. Taxes are compulsory payments to the government. However, personally, I prefer to use the dictionary definition as a compulsory contribution to state revenue levied by the government on workers' income and business profits or added to the cost of some goods, services and transactions. Alright, moving onwards. Who pays tax? You. You pay tax and your parents pay tax. Here are the types of tax. Progressive tax. So a progressive tax is a tax that develops based on your income, sort of like income tax, right? And so the more you earn, the more you're taxed on it, and that sort of thing, all right? And a regressive tax is a tax that the tax rate decreases as your income increases, for example, if it was like that. Can't think of a good example right now, except maybe council tax, because people in the bottom pay an extra 10% than the other. Now, direct tax is a tax directly from the government onto us, so income tax, inheritance tax, that sort of thing. Whereas an indirect tax is something the government puts on a supplier and they put it on our goods, especially like VAT as a good example. All right, these are the top 5 most useful taxes. At number 5, we have inheritance tax. It helps you, it taxes your inheritance and how much you earn when someone dies in your family. Now, corporation tax. This is tax on a business when they're trying to produce stuff. Obviously they've got to get taxed. VAT, value added tax. Obviously, it's on every product you've ever bought. It's just always there. Income tax, the progressive, it adds up as you go on, and everyone except the bottom £12,500 bracket are all taxed increasingly. And number 1 is the dangler. Now, this is my personal favourite tax, because not only was the dangler such a very useful tax back in the day, however, it was the first tax in the UK back in the Anglo-Saxon days. Alright, moving onwards. Here's a fun fact. Did you know in the 18th century the Russian government had a tax on beards? We'd have to pay 40 rubles if you had a beard. Now, in current money, that equates to around £10 like a month, which is quite a lot of money if you ask me. Alright, here we go. The quiz. I'll name 4 countries. You have to pick the one with no tax, alright? Number 1. I'll give you some time to think. The answer is Oman. Alright. Question 2. The answer is Malta. Question 3. Oh, the answer is Saudi Arabia. Question 4. Somalia. Question 5. The final question. Did you get this right? Belgium. So how did you do? Thank you for watching Geekonomics. Let me know how many you got right in the comments.